Hi, I'm Christina Applegate.
And I'm Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
And this is
Messy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Messy. This is Jamie.
And Christina.
And we're here today to talk to you and answer your lovely emails that you so generously wrote to us. So we're excited to talk to you. And the first email is from Diane. Diagnosed in 1979 with RMS. Both my daughters also have it. When I was having a bad day, I said I'm having a messy day without the E. Not funny, but even though we have MS, MS doesn't have us. Stay strong. Wow, Diane.
Oof. Diane.
1979 and both your daughters. Well, sending you three beautiful women a lot of love.
That's crazy. I was born in 71. Holy shit. You're old, Diane.
That is a
just
long
kidding,
time.
Diane. You know me. Sorry. I can't help the way my brain works. I just have to stop saying the things that come into my brain. That's my problem.
That was funny.
That's my messiness.
That was funny. Yeah. Messy day, messy life.
Today's a messy day for me. How about for you, James? I don't know.
It's a busy. It's not too messy. Today, okay. I'm gonna celebrate the win. Today's not too much of a messy day. Today's just a logistic day, but not a bad one.
That's good. My circadian is off now completely. Like now I'm sleeping completely all day and then up all night. So like yesterday I had to do this documentary. I was so wackadoo.
How'd you get through it?
Because I do that. I'll just put, you know what I mean? You just push. I had a lot of tea, a lot of caffeine, and just did it. And it was only 20 minutes. But getting hair and makeup and all of, I started to see double and stuff. It was so bizarro. I was like, I'm never going to make it through this at all. And I did. But anyway, I hate when that happens because it's really fucking messy because you are off. You're just completely off. And I can't get it back on, man. And I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to
do that. Sunlight, isn't that what they say? Like getting in the sunlight helps your circadian rhythm.
Am I gonna just have to be caffeinated all day?
We're gonna have to trank dart you at 9 p.m. Just a little.
I go to sleep though, but then I'm
then you wake up
at 2 and then it's anybody's game.
See, I actually need a little bit of that in my life because I've been bolting out of bed at 5 a.m. in a sheer panic because I forgot to move the motherfucking elf.
Oh,
Every fucking night. I'm like, fuck, I forgot the elf. But this is not going to come out in time. But for next year, a friend of mine told me to do this, and it was the cutest thing. My boys were so happy. Well, Bo knows the deal, but he still plays along. I asked ChatGPT, I uploaded 2 pictures of Bo and Jack, and I said, make a coloring book page of them in a Christmas scene with an elf on a shelf. And they lost their minds because they look like little, ChatGPT's incredible in that way. It was I'll send you a picture of it, a professional, gorgeous cartoon version of them in a Christmas scene.
That's very cool.
I was able to sleep in today.
We had 12 elves.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
We had 12 elves.
Why?
Hold on. Not only that, sorry, everybody, we're going to get to these messages, but this is what we're talking about right now. One of her elves the head got chewed by the dog. Okay.
I
remember this story?
Yes.
And
but why do you still have 12?
I don't know. We were panicking and we were able to find a picture. I swear to you not, everyone out there, find a picture of 2 elf doctors working on a concussed elf.
Genius.
Patient. So we sent the elf off, got her a new one, made a little scratch, gave her the picture of the elf being worked on. And that's how paranoid we were of my child.
Yeah, so you understand my elf panic.
I understand
that wakes me
the
up
panic
in the middle of the night.
of the elf because There's been crying in here from the adults going, I can't find it. What are we going to do? What's in the box?
Yeah, well, I'm in elf hell.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's almost over.
Yes.
Oh, what we do. Okay, carrying on. This message is from Maeve. Hi there. 2 weeks ago, I was told I had multiple lesions in my MRI of my brain. I am undergoing the demyelination protocol at our health system. My neurologist was pretty certain based off other symptoms that have been ongoing for years. Most likely since I was 23, now 34. I'm a mom of 3 and soon to be 2-year-old boys. I have been suffering for years with pain, fatigue, and other symptoms. Your podcast has given me hope during this waiting period. So many things make sense, but also being in healthcare, nurse, I have so much to learn and fear. My biggest struggle is advocating for myself, setting boundaries, support from others. Most of all, how to handle all of this with my kids. It's heartbreaking when they ask me to hold them and go up the stairs or play on the ground. My husband and I wanted at least one more, and now I feel defeated. Is it possible? What does it look like being pregnant postpartum? I'm so scared, but so hopeful at the same time.
Well, Maeve, I can tell you, having been a mom of young kids with MS, I see your pain and your struggle. It is very difficult. Setting boundaries, asking for help, getting support, advocating for yourself, these things take time. These are new skills you need to learn. I'm sure, especially as a nurse, being somebody that is so used to taking care of others, being taken care of might be something that is very new for you. So give yourself grace. It takes practice and time. I felt a bit of remission, I guess you can call it, with my first pregnancy, not so much with my second. But, Cutter and I really decided fully not to have another child because I just knew at that point with my MS that I wouldn't be able to take care of the baby independently the way I wanted to and the way I was able to with my boys. So that was part of our decision. So, but that was just us. I mean, this is a joint decision. This is a family decision. You have your hands full, it sounds, with 2-year-old boys and 3 kids. But I don't think you should ever let MS stop you from big things like that. Like if you have the calling of wanting another child, you'll figure out a way. One thing I think MS gives you is the ability to adjust and figure out another way. And I have faith that you will. So sorry you're going through this. And asking for help and advocating for yourself doesn't make you weak. Just remember that.
Yeah, I got nothing to add on that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I wasn't pregnant when I had MS. And
yeah.
You spoke it so beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this from Naomi. Hi, Christina and Jamie. I have been an avid listener of Messy since day one. I didn't start listening because I have MS, but because I could deeply relate to the pain and struggle you both speak about so honestly. Those experiences are a universal language, and your openness has meant more than I can express. I never imagined I'd reached out, but I'm currently a nanny to an incredibly smart, strong, and resilient 8-year-old girl. For almost 2 years, she has been experiencing unexplained pain. While there's no official diagnosis yet, her parents and I are fearful of what the answers might be. This year alone, she has had persistent pain in her left hip and thigh for over 12 weeks and is unable to walk without crutches. Oh.
I can't.
The pain has since moved into her back and it's begun affecting her digestion. She was recently diagnosed with diverticulosis, and while we're all trying to advocate as strongly as we can for her. We live in Las Vegas, and while it's growing quickly, specialized care can be difficult to navigate. I wanted to ask if you're comfortable sharing any MS specialists or medical resources you trust. Her parents are wonderful and will travel to see the best for her. We're hoping for the best, but also trying to get ahead so we're prepared if and when answers come. Thank you so much for creating this space and for speaking so openly and raw. Your voices matter more than you know, and I'm incredibly grateful for the work you do. With so much love and gratitude, Naomi.
I don't like this one so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Look, Naomi, as far as getting tested at this age but see, now am I speaking out of turn? Do you know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
Because MS is usually, an older person's game.
Mm-hmm.
Are we hearing about it in 2-year-olds? Or are they asking just for a great neurologist?
I think they're just asking more like, where do we know of like great specialist neurologist type situation?
We've got great ones here. You've got great ones there.
Yeah. Children's Hospital.
I'd say probably you will. Children's Hospital Los Angeles here, but I don't know any of the doctors there. But you know personally these people. So that's.
Well, I can speak for Dell's Children's Hospital here in Austin, Texas. They have a wonderful neurology team. Like, that's who we dealt with. And, I spoke to the doctor that worked on Bo. I don't want to say his name publicly, like not to blow him up, but he's one of the head neurologists at the hospital. And he specializes in what Bo had, ADEM and MS, which was just such a blessing to have him there and talk to him. He had an 11-year-old patient with MS, which I didn't realize that he said he had 6 children with MS that he treats currently. But I will say, when we were in the throes of it and so scared and just reaching out to everyone we could and wanting to speak to any specialist we could, even though we were confident in the team, we had, when your kid's sick, you just want all the information. We spoke a lot to the kids at CHLA, to the people at CHLA, and they were on board with the same care that we were getting at Dell's. That's how they would have treated Bo had we been in LA. So I would just research the best children's
Does she mention
hospitals.
where she? Oh, she's in Vegas.
Vegas.
So she's closer to us.
Yeah, they're closer to LA.
But I kind of love, I love the idea of her going to see someone that you've seen, that trust. So maybe this is a private email. Yeah. I don't know if you feel comfortable. I don't know. Hey, Naomi, we've got your back. If you want to, talk to Jamie, great. Or go to Children's Hospital, which I don't know anyone there. Knock on freaking wood.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. But I have 2 friends that kids have chronic things and are at Children's Hospital LA all the time, and they rave about the care that they have there.
All right, well, there you have it.
Yeah, best of luck, that sweet girl.
Give her a hug for us, okay, please? Mm-hmm. That's really weird. I was just having a fucking dream before we started about a little 2-year-old who kept falling over. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Like, she just kept falling over, and she was the most beautiful little thing with little pigtails. But she would be standing there talking with you and playing with you and laughing with you and then falling over. And I don't know what that's about, but that's what I was just dreaming about right before we started.
What a dream analyst on here.
Okay, that's all I have to say.
Well, we know you're psychic.
Well, yeah, psychotic as well. All right, here we go. This message is from Andrew. Hi, friends. You were just starting your podcast in 2024 when my wife passed after 6 years with PPMS last June. As her caregiver, I saw it all, the best and the worst. And all I wanted to do every day was to make her laugh. There's a big hole in my life now that she's gone, but I wanted to reach out and tell you how much you meant to me to even have this as a place for people who are living like you both are. From my wife, Danielle, and I, thank you a million times.
Andrew, I'm so sorry.
I don't even know what to say, Andrew, but that we love you. And we appreciate you listening. And we know that being a caregiver is a pretty important job, man.
Yeah. The hardest job.
The hardest one. I sit there and watch my caregivers, and I feel like I want to help them and hug them so much. So we're giving you hugs from afar.
Yes.
Andrew,
beautifully
okay?
Said. Yes. Okay, this is from Joanna. Johanna?
Hold on. Can I do Joanna?
Sure.
Because
yes.
Olivia wrote a book. You guys understand why I can't read the long ones? There's something that starts to happen to my eye when I'm reading too much that I can't, it starts to hurt and twitch. So it's a weird,
no explanation
it's
needed.
A weird ass thing that I honestly, I have to take breaks when I'm reading the book right now, because I'm like, and my sight's going. And that's because my big lesion is behind this eye. So it gets really, really freaked out and tired. I bet you I could do it though.
No explanation needed.
It just has
you
to
read
be
this
bigger.
one though. This one's pointed towards you anyway.
Okay, I'll shut up. Sorry. All right, here we go. Message from Johanna or Joanna or Johanna. It could be all three. Doesn't matter, guys. I know people all three. Hi, girls. In the episode with Martin Short, Christina talks towards the end of the episode about her goal being able to jump 3 inches off the ground. To me, it's been a cliffhanger ever since. Were you able to do it? Sorry, my question isn't more philosophical and meaningful and inspirational. No, Johanna, Joanna, Johanna, I have not been able to do it yet, but I keep dreaming about it. I really do. You know what I was able to do when we talked about it? Skip.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent a video of myself skipping to my dear friend Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that, but the jumping, it's as if I'm like, the mob has put those like cement blocks on the bottom of my feet.
That's a good way to describe it.
That's how it feels like. And now I've got a tape. They're going, dive into the ocean, little whippersnapper. I don't. Why does
They're
it
like,
always
you're
have to go?
cute. You want to get off the ground? Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, you're not. Okay. Anywho, I am really crap at setting goals and even crappier at working towards them. That's not me talking, by the way, guys.
Right.
This is Johanna, Joanna. I am really crap at setting goals and even crappier at working towards them. The few times I have set and reached a goal, I haven't really felt any of the expected satisfaction afterwards, which obviously doesn't inspire me to more goal setting. What is your take on setting goals for yourselves? Does it inspire you, or is it more of a milestone around your neck? Is a life without goals a life that lacks ambition, or is it a life of freedom and free of failure? Ooh. Have you reached your goal if you've worked really hard at it all along the way, but in the end, you didn't reach the exact target? Is the process more important than the actual goal? Love from, I bet you're Johanna. You know why? Because I have a friend in Sweden and she's Swedish and her name is Johanna. Okay, love from Johanna in Sweden. To be honest, I don't know how far off the ground 3 inches is since we are on the metric system over here. Maybe it's a really high set goal. It's not.
She's so cute.
It's
She's
not
so
Johanna.
funny.
Maybe you're not Johanna, but I do have a really good friend in Sweden named Johanna. Maybe this is her being a little cheeky little. I think goal setting is kind of an answer from Jamie-Lynn because you know me.
Listen, I mean, you're asking a lot of like really deep questions. I know you said you weren't philosophical or meaningful or inspirational, but these are all like very deep, heavy questions to kind of hold. And I think that I kind of have stopped setting goals, and it's more about the day to day than the destination. Do I think, to answer one of your questions, is the process more important than the actual goal? Yes. And because I think I've just learned through many trials and tribulations, what I've learned, what I've gained from a process, regardless of the outcome of each. I have felt very lost in my life despite reaching goals. So I don't think goals are necessarily the answer, because like once you reach one, then what, you want to set another one? I think it's more about purpose. And for me, purpose has become, and I think everyone's purpose should have a component of being of service, because I think that ultimately lands you in a give and take, reciprocal, like sharing, connected process and way of life. I think that working hard for something, whether you get it or not, it is fulfilling because you're working hard and you're pushing past your limits. And like I said, I think I have gotten more from just effort than actually the goal itself. So I've stopped setting goals and have more sort of set intentions for how I want to feel, rather what I want to get or do. And a lot of that had to come with a lot of letdowns. A lot of like, I think for a long time when I first was diagnosed was I'm going to beat this. I'm going to still run, or I'm going to fix this. And, kind of realizing that I couldn't and having to sort of just accept this has allowed me to sort of relax into a different way of thinking and a different way of life, and sort of letting go of holding tightly on like how it needs to be. And sometimes I think goals can make us do that.
As we all know, I have none.
You have no what? Goals?
Goals. Get to the bathroom without falling is a big, beautiful goal. And when I reach there and continue with what I need to do and get back, it's an accomplishment. So there is my goal. Today, I was starving. I've been having this horrible pain, and hopefully I'm not dying because, of course, that's where my brain goes, in my chest and my side and stuff. And I was like, I must be hungry because I haven't been eating. And my goal was I got to get downstairs and I got to get this yogurt. I have to do it because everyone's asleep. So my goals are a little different.
Yeah.
They're more
they're attainable ones.
Sometimes and sometimes not. I had to do this documentary yesterday, dude. I had to scooch down the stairs on my butt. That's only ever happened one other time in almost 5 years. It was very scary to go, I can't even do this common thing that I've been able to do, but it could have been from not sleeping. There's so many factors with this disease that really play into the daily bull crap.
Yeah, you really got to stop yourself a lot of the time from going to the dark place.
Oh,
it's so easy
I
to
go there. I'm like, oh, now it's done.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scooching down my chairs. The next thing you know, I'm going to have one of those fucking things, those little escalator-y things.
Chairlifts?
And I can't. So I guess my goal is to just not. But then we get these emails where, someone died in 6 years of having this, and I get fucking scared. That triggers me. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I think life is unknown. There's a lot of unknown in life anyway, but obviously when you have a chronic illness, there's the fear of the unknown feels even greater. And that's a very real thing to recognize and, give yourself permission to feel every once in a while. But then there's a time for that. And there's a time to sort of pull up the bootstraps and use the strength that you have in the moment and do what you can. That's all you fucking do. I mean, It's all you can do. It's all you can do.
Oh, God. And then I was drinking my tea just now and thinking that Dr. Cole is going to get really mad at me because there's coffee made in it. Okay. I'm doing everything wrong.
You can't be perfect. No,
I love coffee made. I'm sorry. I love powdered coffee made and honey.
I love Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah. Okay. Stop all the judgment out there, everybody.
Sorry, just kidding.
Support for Messy comes from Calm.
Is anyone else feeling like this year is flying by way too fast?
Yes.
Yeah, that where did the time go anxiety is real, and it can leave you feeling scattered and behind. Calm gives you permission to slow down, even when everything else is speeding up.
That's right. Calm is the #1 app for sleep and meditation, and it's here to help you feel better. If you're feeling like you could use some support navigating life's ups and downs, get the relief you need with Calm sessions. They have things like guided meditations.
Which I've mentioned before. I think there's a Harry Styles one. That's just for the young ones. Okay.
Young ones. I want Harry Styles guided meditation. But they also have sleep stories. Hey, you could use this. Sleep meditations. They have grounding exercises, expert-led talks. Literally, the Calm app puts the tools you need right in your pocket. No stress. Relieve that anxiety. 2 million 5-star reviews. Listen, just download the app.
Yeah. Calm your mind, change your life. Calm has an exclusive offer just for listeners of our show. They get 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/messy. This is an amazing value. Go to calm.com/messy for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. Calm.com/messy, and tell Calm you heard about them from us. All right, let's talk about something else, because now I'm going to go towards the darkest of the dark side.
Well, let's hear from Olivia.
Please.
Sweet Olivia.
I'm sure it's going to be hilarious. Just kidding.
Dear lovely Christina, Jamie, and Allison, I am so grateful for you. Listening to this podcast every week always makes Tuesdays brighter. It's almost as if my day is not complete if I haven't checked in with you. Jamie, a millennial growing up in northern New Jersey, Meadow Soprano was my favorite character on The Sopranos. The authenticity you brought to her inspired me to read Wise Girl and learn about the incredible person you are and continue to be. Christina, the story you shared about your friend who whispered the now infamous "you're doing it" triggered something that happened to me as a kid. To set the scene, I was a theater kid. I was taking acting, singing, and dance classes regularly and began going out on auditions. When I was about 8 years old, I was telling a classmate of mine, who I thought was my friend, that I had a performance opportunity coming up, a dance recital, an audition for Broadway, etc. I was so excited. Her response was, "That's bragging. Don't brag. That's not nice. People don't like that." My confidence and pride in myself changed right then and there, and not for the better. Looking back, I probably should have stood up for myself in front of her, but sadly, I didn't know how. It only made me question my talent and my worth walking into audition rooms, into my teen years and early adult years, in a nutshell. Obviously, I'm nowhere near the level of accomplishment or recognition as you two, but I do know that you both understand the auditioning and performing professionally when you're a child is already overwhelming. When Christina shared that story, my jaw dropped. It hit me so hard emotionally, I actually said out loud, "Oh my God, that happened to me." It stings so deep and messes with your core identity at such a delicate stage of life when all you want to do is just celebrate and acknowledge something you're proud of. One thing is for sure, I never pulled away from knowing that I do have a voice and am working to reclaim that. Now being in my 30s and working through various pivots, mental and emotional blocks.
Sorry, it has to be
you
done,
gotta do
guys.
it. I'm still a creative artist who has rediscovered a love for writing as well. Listening to you two every week, the 100% real and honest humans that you are, motivates me to stay curious, to continue learning about people and their journeys, and eventually direct or produce my own work someday. I hope it inspires you as well in terms of potential films or television series. We need your voices and creativity more than ever. I would totally watch a series or film starring the two of you because you're fucking amazing. I admire your strength, your courage, your vulnerability, and confidence. Thank you for making a difference in our lives. It's a shift bigger than you realize with your words and empathy. No matter the struggles, the better days, or the harder days, thank you for taking the time to reach so many of us who sometimes just need to listen and some who just want to be heard. I'm also looking forward to reading your upcoming memoirs. I'm so thrilled for you two. Wishing you both light and love this holiday season. Love you both so much. Liv. Liv, my fellow Jersey girl. I mean, rock on, girl. You're right. Listen, we all can get so crazy. Like, one little comment can shift so much for you. Can you believe that, Christina?
Yeah, it's crazy. Because it did for me. Like,
I know.
Got to be careful what you say to people, but you can't go around telling people to, like, not speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, is it the way we're reacting to it, how we're taking it in? Is it someone being insensitive? Like, I don't feel it's nice to say you're bragging to someone.
Yeah, but
who's just happy about what they're. Yeah, please speak.
But I do it to Bo a lot. Like, Bo will walk in a room and he'll be like, "Hey guys, I killed my solo today," and I'm like, "Dude, you can totally say that to, like, family. Like, come in the house and tell me." But, like, in a way, I think of protecting him from those types of reactions from people. Right.
That's what I was going to say. Like, where is that coming from? Because that's normally you'd be like, yes, man, fuck yeah, dude. Right. But like, where is it in our own insecurity that we get like, no, don't, society, people, opinions.
I just don't want him
getting judged.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he came in from like playing golf the other day and there was like a bunch of people in a room and he walked in and he's like, hey guys, played great today. I was like, Bo, you got to let people like ask you. Like you can't walk in a room and just announce how awesome you are. But then again, maybe he should.
I kind of think he should, Jamie. I kind of love that he does that because
really,
you know what? At some point it'll stop, but that little boy's been through so much, you know? And I don't know because my kid's like a put her downer of herself for, you know? And so I'm trying to do the opposite of like, no, that's not, no, we've had this whole thing go on with a special class that she didn't get into and she didn't get into because she had a schedule issue. And I called them and I'm like, oh, hell no, you're putting her in. Like I was like such a bad mom. Like I was like that mom that teachers hate. But it was like, mom. And then she's like, no, I didn't get in because I suck. And I was like, we all know you don't suck at this particular thing. Like everybody knows. So I'm trying to do the opposite that's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to not pontificate too much about it, but sorry, I have like mascara and shit coming down my eyes. I look like a crazy person.
I think you're right. I do think my instincts have been wrong. I think, again, I think it's clearly my own shit. I think that I, growing up, was so conscious of never bragging because I just so desperately wanted to be liked. And Bo doesn't give a fuck about being liked or not. He cares. He's just full of joy and wants to share his wins with the world because he's so proud of himself, as he should be. And I'm putting my own shit on him. So thank you for that. I'm gonna stop doing that.
But you know that because to speak on what she was talking about with me, I never said a word ever again about my career.
I know.
I didn't even call my mom when I would get nominated for an Emmy or a Tony or any of these things that I was so fucking proud of myself about.
Yeah.
I never told a single person, didn't pick up a phone, never emailed or texted anyone. I let them find out from outside sources. I was embarrassed by it. And that to me is heartbreaking. Because here I am on the other side of a career that, you know, is basically gone. And I never got to enjoy this shit. So where is this, like, it's such a dichotomy.
Gone. That's your choice, though.
I know, but for now it kind of is because I can't do things. I can't get down. If I'm scooching down the stairs, how am I going to get to work, dude? I'm not
going to argue with you. I get it.
I just think like this is such a huge conversation because it really is. It's so psychological and it's so deep rooted in our pasts and our childhoods and all of this stuff. So this is one to revisit, I think. Definitely. Or maybe you and I go to group therapy and talk to someone about it because I just don't.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Bo has therapy on Monday and I was actually thinking of going in the beginning with him and saying in front of him to the therapist, like, I want you to be able to sort of guide me and more importantly, guide Bo because I'm doing this because of XYZ. Like, I want him to know that. Like, I want us to feel like we're in this together. I want him to be aware that I'm not perfect as a parent and I'm trying and my intentions, but somebody from the outside, like you or his therapist, like will know better. There's certain moments where like as a parent, you're just like, I need a third party here.
I need a village right now.
Well, you know what though? Especially I think with a disease like MS, like sometimes you could look at the physical symptoms, right? And you're like, I'm feeling this and I can't do this and this is happening and this is happening. But then you start talking and you're like, this is going on and this is going on and this happened and I'm not sleeping because of this. And then you're like, oh, that's why I'm feeling like shit.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you need to actually list all of the things that are happening because this, and like we said, our bodies are talking to us. So we are lucky, unlucky that our bodies are literally like constant feedback of what is going on in our lives. Oh, yeah.
No, I notice it because when I've had something really bad happen, guess what happens? I cannot walk the next morning. I cannot walk no matter what. I've got a walker, which I hate because it makes the sound that my mom makes with it when she's here, which I hate that sound. And there I am walking around with it. And I hate it. And, scared to go to I can't. People need to just leave me alone. I'm just going to have a shirt. Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Ask somebody else.
That's a good one. Ask someone else.
Knock on someone else's door, MFers. All right. That's what I have to say about that.
Do you want me to do this success one?
I will. Well, they're all really, really long after this. And then I don't want you to have to be doing all of them. I'll do what I can. I'm just going to go kind of slow because.
Yes, go slow.
Otherwise, I sound like a 3-year-old reading it. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. If I had a better eye, things would be better. But I'm going to do this. I have a goal. I'm setting a goal.
There we go.
This message is from Christine. Dear Jamie, Christina, and Allison, first I want to say how obsessed I am with your podcast. I've listened to a lot of podcasts in my day. I used to have a long commute, but I've never felt about any the way I do about yours. I started listening about 9 months in and felt compelled to go back and catch up on all the episodes that I'd missed. It took me a while, but I just got caught up. I love your honesty and vulnerability about all the things and really appreciate you both. In one episode, you were talking about how people say you're courageous and that you don't feel that way. I think the whole process is courageous. Living with a chronic illness, which I get isn't a choice, but then having the courage and fortitude to share all of it with others, that is the courageous part. Even when you feel like you're not strong or you're angry or sad or whatever, the fact that you're letting other people see that is the courage. So thank you for that. I don't have a chronic disease, but I've had a tough last 10 years plus with various life situations like a difficult divorce and move, breast cancer, my daughter's severe mental health crisis, major surgery, and the deaths of my dad and my ex-husband and daughter's father 3 weeks apart, and can relate to so many of the emotions that you talk about. It wasn't until I finished the Robin Roberts episode that I realized that a big piece of my connection to the pod is having everyone tell me how strong I am all the time. Yes, it's true, and it's fucking exhausting. I know you guys hate the question, how are you? But I love when someone says, how are you really? Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. One of the tools that has helped me process so many of the emotions that I've experienced is EFT tapping. You literally tap on acupressure points on your body as you talk through what you're feeling. It calms the nervous system and gives you some distance from the emotions so that they're a little less overwhelming and easier to look at. And then you can physically release them from your body. It works really well with trauma and it has changed my life. After using it for 5 years, I became certified as a practitioner and now coach others. My practice is small and not my full-time job, but at the risk of tooting my own horn, I'm pretty good. I would love to share tapping on the podcast and or offer each of you a session.
Ooh.
Anyway, whether you take me up on that offer or not, I will continue to be a loyal listener and to look forward to a new episode each week. Thank you again for creating such a beautiful, authentic space and sharing your journey, Christine.
Well, first of all,
yay.
You made it through a long email.
Oh, yes, I did.
Look at you accomplishing your goal. Bravo.
Thank you.
Way to go, girl.
It's very barely, but can you tell when my eye starts to go? I literally start to sound like a toddler
you
reading.
Did it.
Anyway, whether you take me up on that offer.
It did not sound like that. It was
honestly,
great.
Listeners, this is what the deal is. The paper starts to bend, like the letters start to bend on my right side, and that's when I know my eyes just need a break for a minute. But anywho, okay, I'm going to shut up. But thank you for the praise.
Yes,
I'm taking that on.
Yes,
I did it.
I read a long email today.
Yes,
I did.
Everybody. Yes, that was I did. Thanks, guys. They're going to be like, great. That's awesome, Christina.
Thank you for that wonderful email, Christine, and for you sharing so beautifully about your Life, my gosh, you have been through it. Yes, we see you. EFT tapping. I have done this. It is very powerful work. It is wonderful work.
Why is it not happening to me right now?
Tapping?
I needed someone to come right now and do it.
Have you done it ever?
No.
Okay, you want to do it a little together? I'm not certified, but I can remember it's been done. So there's multiple points. So there's one, like you could do the top of your head, where your third eye is, right above your mouth, right on your chin, in your clavicle, like in between your boobs, and then on like each side of your wrist. And basically you repeat certain phrases. So you're like, you could even be like, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared. Like, it grounds you into the feeling that you have, because I think this will happen, because I think this will happen. You repeat it as you tap. Can I say that
I want the pain in my abdomen to go away, like really
badly?
Absolutely. I am freaking out that I'm going to have to go in somewhere.
Look up YouTube videos of tapping, and people can guide you through it. It's very powerful work. And I think I've talked about this before. And actually, I was thinking about this the other day for you, Christina.
Okay.
When I was pregnant with Jack, I had, while I was pregnant, like depression. Like usually it's like postpartum depression. I had like depression while I was pregnant with him, like so much fear, so much sadness. And I didn't want to take medication. And the psychiatrist that I was seeing was like, listen, there's this very old method, and it's called TMS. It's transmagnetic stimulation. And you literally sit in a chair and they find this spot on your head that will make, it's either your right or left hand, your pinky move. And once they find that spot, they lock it in and measure it. And I went every day, 5 days a week for 5 weeks. I would literally watch Netflix. I would binge shows. And this thing would repeatedly tap on my head in that spot. And what it did was, he showed an image of my brain before, and it almost looked like a yellow tennis ball in the back of my head, like where fight or flight is, and no other activity anywhere else in my brain. And after the weeks of doing that, all of that color started to move around and action in other places. And he's like, you're going to notice tiny little things that you're doing, little signs that things are shifting for you. One of them I remember was, I have this piano in my house. It was the piano I got for Hanukkah when I was 10 years old. I still have it. My entire childhood, I sat in front of that thing and played piano and sang. It was my joy. It's what I always did. I haven't done it in however many years, because singing makes me cry. It gives me grief, because it reminds me of a time and a body and a person that I am no longer. Mm-hmm. One day, I was walking by the room where the piano was in, and I sat down and I started playing. And I remember like one of my Bo came by, and then Cutter came by, and my nanny came by, and they were like, what are you doing? And I almost snapped at her. I was like, I like didn't even realize I was sitting in front of it. And it was just like, that was my first little sign. And it was life-changing, the TMS.
Wow.
Life-changing.
Okay. Well,
and it's covered by insurance.
I'll do it on myself for now, and I go to someone else. And okay, yeah. Sorry, covered by insurance? Sorry, I interrupted you.
It was covered by insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to do something, because right now, honestly, I know that we don't need to talk about it. It's such a weird pain that's happening. It's like just around my side here, down my stomach, and then up into my throat. And it's burning feeling. And it's going back and forth. So it's not like, see, when I have to like get myself out of freaking out, I have to go, it's not consistent. If it was consistent,
sure,
it would be something really, really bad happening. But it's like around my right side, like underneath my boob. And it's been going on for hours and hours and hours. And I've taken everything you could possibly take for antacid and nausea. And now, is it just, do I have really bad gas, guys? I don't know either.
Do you have a general doctor? Do you have a GP?
Mm-hmm.
We need to find you one. So one you can just like text when things like this happen, you know?
It just came on like all of a sudden, but then it like went away. Like I could sleep for like a few hours, no pain or anything. So I always that's how I always know that like this isn't like acute, you know?
Yeah.
It's something like weird. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, Allison, shit pains. You know what I mean? Like shit cramps.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Those hurt.
They hurt, but they can
But going up to your throat is weird.
It's going up through. This is where all my postnasal drip is too. So now I'm starting thinking like, is this just all acid? Because this is where I get like my tickle weird thing that makes me start to throw up is up there. We're not talking about left side jaw or left side arm, just so you know. So not talking the heart attack. And it's my right side. And it's going down my stomach in the front, up around my bra line, and then up here. But like only in little spots. So like right now I can't feel it. And then if I move a little bit, it'll be burny. It really feels like acid. It feels like, but like acid is usually in your...
Have you tried just like some Tums?
I've tried everything.
Everything.
Look what I have. I have it next to my bed.
Yeah.
I have Alka-Seltzer next to my bed. I have Zofran next to my bed. Maybe some Gas X. Because this is for acid. It's not for gas. I'm going to find out if we have Gas X. Guys, I don't want it anymore.
Christine, we want tapping. Thank you for your email.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Just went on a whole thing.
This show is sponsored by Ridwell.
With the new year kicking off, we're all thinking about what to leave behind and what to bring into our lives. Ridwell offers a simple, everyday way to send less to landfills, guys. They recycle all kinds of things your curbside bin won't take. So your plastic bags, bubble wrap, snack wrappers, coffee bags, and it's picked right up from your doorstep. It's a sustainable solution, not another resolution. And I'm pretty sure they take my batteries. And now that, I don't know about all of you.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal, guys. How many drawers do you have of used batteries?
Too many. They also get rid of stuff like broken holiday lights, styrofoam, like all that stuff you're going to be having after these holidays.
So it's so easy. You just stick it outside. They come and get it. You don't need to do a thing. Like, that's it. The box is out there. And it's not huge. So it's not like going to mess up your curbside appeal, guys. It just won't. It's just a really great way to recycle because, as we know, when we recycle things, they're not getting recycled. So Ridwell is kind of they tell
you where your stuff goes, actually.
Yeah. So if you want to tell people how they can get it, that'd be great.
I would love to. It's such an easy and hopeful thing to add to our routines. So if you want to try it, go to ridwell.com/messy to get $10 off your first pickup or mail-in kit. That's ridwell.com/messy because sometimes the best way to do more is just to start with something small that you know makes a difference.
Support from Messy comes from Hexclad.
Holiday cooking has taken over my kitchen, and I love my Hexclad pans. I use them for everything, okay? Because Hexclad is cookware that's serious about performance. As serious as men are about their meat thermometers, okay? They are non-stick, okay? So it gives you that perfect sear, crazy durability, such easy cleanup. I made eggs this morning and you wouldn't even know. It literally looked like it was perfectly clean when I got the eggs out of it.
What?
It is stainless steel strength. It's toxin free, okay? And with that nonstick convenience, it is so good. And by the way, this is also a great gift. They've got a 6-piece set. This is a perfect starter bundle for any kitchen. They've got their 12-piece set. That's the ultimate all-in-one cookware upgrade with 3 versatile pans, 2 saucepans, a family-sized stock pot, each with its own lid. A lot of these you can also put in the oven. They are metal utensil safe. They're dishwasher safe. They're toxin free. And again, like I said, in the oven up to 900 degrees. They are patented laser etched hexagon steel ridges, boost the searing power. Everything that you're going to want to cook this holiday season, you're going to want to cook on your Hexclad pans.
I need one. Thank you, Jamie, for my Christmas present. Okay.
You're welcome.
For a limited time, Jamie, just so you know, Hexclad is having a huge holiday sale. Head to HEXCLAD.com to get up to 50% off. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy, this is it. That's hexclad.com for up to 50% off. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Messy sent you.
All right, I'm going to read this last one from Kessa. Not Kesha, Kessa. Hi, Christina, Jamie, and Allison. I hope you are all doing as well as you can be in this moment. Great starter. I was diagnosed with MS in 2014, but have probably had it for at least 10 to 15 years prior to that. I'm lucky that my current DMT number 3 is working, as I haven't had any major relapse since my diagnosis. Now I have a confession to make. I'm cheating on my husband, and it's all your fault. Hear me out.
Wait, this better get funny, Kessa.
I started listening to Messy from the very start. Loved it. My hub started listening separately to see if it could give him any insight into my MS journey.
I see where this is going.
He made the brilliant decision to start listening to it together, and we started that several months ago. On the way to work, when we drive in together on a Saturday afternoon at home, in the car on vacation, everything was great. But then the trouble started, and that led me to cheating. I know, you're thinking, how the fuck is this our fault? What happened is when we listen to the podcast together, we usually end up pausing the show several times during an episode to talk about a point that was made, a symptom that was mentioned, a listener's clueless spouse, family friend, and so much more. It can take us several days just to get through one episode. We are now months behind, and I can't see us catching up anytime soon. So unbeknownst to him, well, he'll find out if you read this to your listeners, and I'm okay with that, I've started to listening to episodes on my own. Okay,
yeah,
now I get it.
See, I got it earlier.
I was about to be like,
No, I was like, this is Netflix and chill, and like then you Netflix without the person.
That's right.
Like, that's the worst. Sorry,
I missed
Kessa.
hearing my girls talk about life, MS, and all the other things that are brought up. Listening to Messy is therapy for me, and I could tell a difference mentally when I went too long without listening to you. This podcast has been an incredible way for my hubs and I to connect more. He sees things in me that I may not notice, and he may hear you talk about it or something else and know that it's probably a part of my MS. He gets especially pissed when someone writes in about an unsupportive husband. He has said out loud more than a few times that he's available to kick the asses of the people that aren't supporting their partner, so feel free to reach out if that's ever needed. I'm so fortunate to have such an incredible partner that would and has done anything for me that is needed to make my living with MS as easy as it can be. Thank you for the gift of Messy, and it truly is a gift. I love you all, and I'm so thankful to have you, amazing woman, being so open and honest about MS, life, and everything else. You are making a huge difference in this fucked up world. With much love and respect, Kessa from North Carolina.
Kessa, we might call upon him because I might call upon him because I'm the one who gets like violently angry over here.
To kick some arse?
Yes. When I go do the layback, people don't see us, but there's something I do that it's called the layback when I can't even speak anymore and I have to lay back because I'm about to like
she needs a moment.
Full on mental on someone. So yeah, there's that. Also, there was a very funny email. Ms.
That
Kessa.
was.
Thank you for that. We needed that.
Thank you. I love that you guys listened. You all used to listen to it together. I think that's really special, and it is important to find a way to understand our partners in particular, and sometimes that's through other people, or through stories about them, like not from direct communication. Like sometimes, you don't receive it or it doesn't land in the way that it can in other ways.
Yeah. I was going to say something and then I was thinking about beating people up. I'm so sorry. Don't beat people up. Just don't do that. We can talk about it. It's fun.
Depends.
But no, I love that because, we sit here and say it here, but to know that people are having like a conversation about what we're saying is sometimes, I think, bizarre because most of what comes out of my mouth is nonsensical, as we know.
That's not true. Listen to all these emails that were sent.
Okay. They weren't just sent to me. But no, I think that like, I love that because it's one thing to listen to. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's one thing to listen to it by yourself, but it's another thing to bring up a conversation, especially if you're in a partnership, because you might start to find that you're dealing with those things with each other. And that open communication is, what makes a relationship work or fail.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're doing a great service to your relationship by listening to us.
Even though now you're cheating.
Even though now you're cheating on the poor guy. But, hey man, it's okay. Here, look, listen to me. I would just pretend with the Netflix programs that I had never seen them.
That was your move.
And just rewatch them.
I can't stay awake for anything, so he has to watch everything alone.
No, I know. I do that with my friends too. I have a friend and she listens to this every week. I'm really sorry. There have been a couple episodes of Salt Lake City that I watched.
You can't wait.
Okay.
You can't wait for Salt Lake City. It's too good. You can't wait.
I'm sorry.
Real time. Gotta watch it.
It was only like 2 though. It wasn't like all of them.
God, it's so good this season.
Oh, it's so good all the time, man.
Cold.
Yeah. So those are our emails, guys.
If I could, I'm sure she's very expensive. I would send Meredith Marks to your house with a DJ setup just to rock
make
around
my
the clock
life
for you.
Really happy.
Yes.
I so would love that.
Lisa Barlow can bring her tequila. No, we're not. I know. Who do we want? Mary Cosby can do church with us on Sunday.
I'd love a little Mary M up in here. There's not many of those that I would turn down. A couple, but I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to be a jerko because I know a lot of people at the Bravos. But
you know who's become my fave? Angie.
Oh my God. Did you see her on Wife Swap?
She was a dream.
Amazing.
Those children loved her.
And she loved them.
She's such a good little mom.
And she was crying. And it was so unbelievably.
Angie.
Yeah.
I don't even follow her on Instagram. What am I doing? I'm such a terrible fan.
I don't follow her either. I follow.
We need to follow her. We love you, Angie.
Mary Saul and I follow Heather Gay. That's the only 2 people from.
I actually don't follow really many housewives. That's probably why.
Well.
Anyway, should I pick a card?
I don't even look at it anymore.
Where is that from? Anyway.
Anywho, I don't, yeah.
Anyway. I don't know. I feel like it's from something.
It is from something. Sorry, guys. I don't know how much caffeine I've had, but not enough, but too much? Is that an answer?
That's the exact amount.
Okay, there you have it.
Okay, today's card says, remember, we all stumble. Every one of us. That's why it's a comfort to go hand in hand. Oh.
That's really nice. And
that is
that's
really
us.
nice.
We go hand in hand.
That's right. And so it is.
And so it is. This show is executive produced by Christina Applegate, Jamie-Lynn Sigler, and Allison Bresnick. Our audio engineer is Josh Windisch.
And if you want to show us some love, don't forget to leave the show a rating or review. Hi, it's Jamie. Thanks for listening. I just want to let you know I am a paid spokesperson for Novartis, but this podcast is independent from my collaboration with Novartis.